Okay, Paul, so here's your roof, but there is not a drop of aluminum coating on this roof. Now, let me show you the difference. Smooth rubber, silver coated roof, smooth rubber, silver coated roof. I mean, it's impossible to mistake whether or not it was done. It didn't wash off. There's no residual. There's no nothing. There's no coating here whatsoever. I was right, I guessed, because I've done enough homes over that way a couple of blocks to know that these are about 8 rolls. But as you can see here, number one, if you're going to sell this, you're definitely going to have to replace this terracotta and put a chimney cap on it. What we usually do is put a net in there, take this off, and then cut another piece of the terracotta on there, and then you attach the chimney vent to it. It's like a requirement because this is probably the exhaust for the boiler, like next door. Anyhow, let's take a look. You are wide open here. So it's been leaking. You've got a whole chunk of material missing there. You're split wide open here and across the back. I mean, you can see the metal. That's how long it's been since anybody's paid attention. There's a nail pop since anybody's paid attention to this roof. But we spent the last hour and a half clearing this. Look at this. Here's my shoe for comparison. Imagine if you had a car tire that looked like that. How far do you think you would get? Anyhow, let me show you some other things. Who did this? This looks like a Fahey Brothers roof. Yeah, I'll be right there. So look at this stack. The flash is going on the stack entirely, completely. This runs down the inside of your house. You can see the steam coming out of it. That's the plumbing stack. So this is split to high heaven. Your seams, this should have been coated 10 years ago. I can tell you just after doing this work for so long, the back of your skylight's wide open. Let's see if I can't push some of that out. I might have done too good of a job blowing it out with the blower. But look, again, look at how big of a piece that is. That's bigger than a car key. You got the separation around here, the fabric showing here, and of course here's the other side of the stack. You can see directly into the roof. Here's the seams that tells me that it was never coated. And the reason why you put aluminum coating on is to try to stretch life out of this. But when you don't, it starts to crack and blister. Something that my son noticed was, look at this. If I can stick a cigarette in there, definitely water can get in there. Flashing here, separating, but this is where it gets bad. Over here, look at this. Let me show you. 2 fingers under there. Snow and ice creep. But the flashing, it's been, I would say, it's probably been 8, 9, 10 years since anybody's touched this roof. Where's that bullfrog you just found? Right there.
There's one right here. There's one right behind it. Because that's
again, we call these bullfrogs because they open like frog mouth. This was never bled. This is open. 6 fingers in there. I'm not going to push too far because I don't know how ready you are to rock and roll. And there's another one up here by his feet. Look at that. But I got fat sausage fingers. So, yeah, the flashing split here. Here you can see the bonding fabric. You've got a chunk of roof missing here. So, yeah, it's 8 square. 8 rolls up and over onto the parting wall, the chimney base, the back, up and over the parting wall. We talked about this years ago. I think I came out and looked at it because I think I remember the deck, but ultimately I think it was the Fahey brothers. Is that right? Remember them kids? They were good guys. I think one of them died though, unfortunately. Oh God, look at this. There's another. It's called a holiday, and I just pulled my fingers out and they're wet. So that's ice creeps. It's called capillary action. Ice creeps towards heat, believe it or not, against gravity towards heat. And of course the stack, I don't even have to explain it. You don't have to be a roofer. So yeah, this is no, I'll lower this. I'll sit there. So yeah, this is 8 rolls. Plus you got to do the terracotta if you're going to sell it. And if you want to put a new roof on it, that Can't believe how accurate I was. Going market price is 5 a roll. It would knock you down to 4. But if you did 60% of 5, I think that's 3 grand, and then you just finance the other 1,000. All new smooth rubber roof. Although what I would do here is, because you're not going to pass this with inspection, it's so close to the roof, is pop this skylight, put a 2x4 by 2x4 foot curb on it, wrap that in rubber first, then go ahead and Rust-Oleum that with an oil-based enamel so it doesn't rust, so it looks nice and pretty when they come up here. Run new rubber everywhere, and then would install, you've got a vapor vent there. I would install another one back here just to release any trapped moisture that RV already obviously got in. Put a new rubber roof on it, do the terracotta in the chimney cap, and then don't worry about it for 20 years. And then add the value of that. And again, you can tell them, you know, you put on a roof, the $5,000 equivalent of a roof. And that's being honest, because that's what it would cost you. And you can add that to the equity to inflate the price of your house. But yeah, this is easy. Easy peasy. Tattletale's on itself. It's been forever since anybody has been on this roof. Nobody coated it. I hope you're mistaken and nobody took money for coating it for you, because it wasn't. But I'm going to send this to you so you can see this for yourself. Bullfrog. It's all 4 of my sausage fingers in there, which should not be. The way that we run these out is we run them out in rows, and then we heat the seams and we bleed them. It's a heat weld system, which turns the whole thing into one solid sheet of rubber, which is better than the old hot tar roofs, the kettle roofs, the pitch roofs, because those would crack and split. So you get much more play out of these. Here's another bullfrog I can see.
Interesting.
But the point is, yeah, there's probably, well, this one looks dead, so you wouldn't have to have a chimney cap on that because that's concreted, but that one you definitely would. This one right here. But yeah, we can knock this out for you before the snow comes tomorrow.